The $400 Greasemobile is back for repairs. So what's happening now is the calipers are sticking really bad, so every time I go somewhere they're starting to burn up, and they judder now because when they start to stick. So I'm replacing the calipers. I'm going to replace the pads and rotors at the same time, and then I'm going to replace the muffler finally, which you guys have been complaining about. Replace the muffler. Alright, I'll replace the muffler. Maybe I'll do something about the dent in the rear bumper. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about any cosmetics for now because the new Vermont inspection laws don't let you even weld on rocker panels or Bondo rocker panels anymore, which is really dumb, but that's the law. And so basically, if I want this to pass inspection now, I have to cut off the whole rocker panel there and weld a new one on, which maybe I'll do later. Anyway, let's get to the brakes now. Okay, let's do the brakes, and I might even talk some throughout this video and tell you what to do if you wanted to do your own brakes. So first we gotta jack up the car. So here's the extent of my rocker panel rust. I was just jacking it up and I clipped it against the top. So yeah, there's quite a bit of rust in there. Alright, I know that you viewers hate it when I don't use jack stands, but unfortunately the only ones I have are holding this truck up right now. So instead I'm just putting a floor jack and a bottle jack under there. So 2 jacks. It's not going to fall on me, plus I'm not even going on the car, so you'll be okay, guys. And so will I. Look at how mint this rim is. You never see a rim in Vermont that doesn't have rust on the inside. These calipers look kind of different than normal ones, as in the brake line goes in kind of weird, so I guess I'm just going to be figuring this out as you watch. So I guess it was just that this guy sticks on in there, and that's all it is. Alright, well there's your old caliper and rotor popped out there. Install the new ones now. Alright, install time. Okay, eBay seems to be really bad with brakes. This has happened to me a couple times before, but they sent me the wrong calipers. And yes, I know I ordered the right ones because I just checked. So yeah, I'm pretty angry right now because this has happened a bunch. It's happened to my S10 and my Silverado. So we're just gonna reuse these calipers for now because I have to go to Maine and I need to carry a bunch of stuff really soon, tomorrow actually. So I gotta reuse these for now. I'll just replace the pads and rotors and then calipers later. And I kind of freed up the sliders, as you can see too. So this caliper should be good for this trip anyway. Anyway, let's just put these back in. So this, in case you guys don't know, is compressing the piston in the brake caliper, which you always have to do when replacing brakes because otherwise it won't fit back over the new rotor. Alright, this guy should be compressed enough. And now, because I took this brake off, I have to bleed it. Alright, so I'm just going to bleed it by having someone press in the brake, and I'll just open the bleeder valve and close. So to explain that better, what they have to do is pump up the brakes, hold it down, then I open the bleeder valve, then close it again. They pump the brakes again, I open the bleeder valve, while they have the brake depressed, and then the water should, or the fluid should spurt out. And I have a gravel driveway, so I'm just going to not do it into a bucket, just onto the gravel, and then put new gravel over it. So I'll show you what I'm doing. Just having my assistant pump the brake, and then I open the bleeder valve to let it bleed out. Okay, pump and tell me when you're holding it down to the floor, or to as far as you can.
Okay, holding it.
Then you'll see the brake fluid spurt out here. There it goes. And then I close it and tell her pump again. Pump.
You want me to hold it?
Yep. Is it a lot firmer now, like pretty firm?
Yes.
Alright, this is the last time then.
Holding it.
Okay. All right, good, thank you. All right, I'll throw the tire back on and we'll do the other side. We won't have to bleed it again, luckily, because I already know that the eBay sent me the wrong caliper, so I'm not going to be trying to put it on again. Try to let her down and do the other side. Okay, so far I took off the rotor caliper, and I'm just hammering out the old brake pads. Okay, this definitely was the side that was sticking. I can tell by two things. One is that these pads are much more worn than the other side, and I mean a lot more worn. Two is that the slider pins were seized, and I unseized them, but it's pretty bad in there. It's going to need some grease. Okay, so I'm just going to grease the slider pins, because hopefully that will solve it. And then maybe I won't even need to get new calipers. Whoops. Well, unfortunately these slider pins are totally stripped, so what I'm going to do instead is just lift up their little rubber housing and then grease in here. Grease it all around. Alright, I'll just keep working this. Alright, I greased the crap out of this and those, so hopefully that'll solve my issue of sticky brakes. I'll compress this caliper now. Okay, here we go. Let's put the pads in. Sorry, my camera died at the end of my brake fixing, but I got the tire on, got the brakes on. All seems to be well. And now I got to take this guy up to Maine for the weekend. So thank you for watching. Alright, I think it's finally time to fix the van's muffler correctly this time. And actually replace it. So today I actually have a little garage to work in. It'd be nice if it rains and for the mosquitoes. And I got the welder and my muffler back there. If you guys can see it. I probably don't need the welder, I probably just need the exhaust clamps, but I got the muffler. Let's put the van in the garage and get this new muffler on here. Alright, we got the low rider van up on some ramps back here. So I'm gonna get underneath there and chop off that muffler. Alright, here's the muffler. You can see why we're replacing it. It's patched there, it's patched back there, although that patch actually fell off because it rusted through again. This is the pipe. I don't think there's any way I'm getting this clamp off. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to sawzall that off. The clamp up here looks a little bit better, but still not really a large chance of getting that out of there. So I might just have to just chop the whole thing off and then kind of add some more exhaust tubing to get it back on. Well, there it is, the old muffler. Pretty beat up. You can see under here that it is got no muffler anymore. If you ever wanted to hear what a straight piped Chrysler Town and Country sounds like, I guess I'll let you hear. Woo! Oh, listen to that grumble. Bit of rev. Pretty cool. They literally just stuck the shipping label on the muffler and then shipped it to me. No packaging, no boxing, nothing. This is how it came. Super annoying. I can't even peel the sticker off because I stuck it on so well. And if I just leave it on, it's gonna burn off, so. Very annoying. Alright, so I've got it lined up how I want it. This is just the little muffler thing, so it slides in there. And then that one slides over the back one. And I'm gonna clamp them down. And hopefully that's good to go. Alright, and there it is. So, just 4 clamps to squeeze over the stuff. Muffler in, muffler hanger on. Let's hope this muffler lasts for a little while at least. Let you guys listen. There we go. So you can hear the difference. I still might need to tighten it a little bit, but I'm sure you can hear that it is a lot quieter.